Hello, hello, hello. And how are you? It is so good to be back with you. Another week, another session. It is so good to be back with you. I have a question. What I know you say every time you come on, you don't have to say that. We know you got a question. Listen, what is your opinion of you? How do you see you? How do you see yourself? What is your opinion of yourself? And do you know it well enough to know if somebody's opinion of you is off? I'm Shauna Grace, and I am a certified life coach, and I enjoy sharing time, bringing perspectives to my community about a fresh start and maintaining it. I think we started fresh enough now. We in the maintenance phase, the process of maintaining a fresh start, a process of maintaining it, a process of knowing that it is necessary in order for us to do what we need to do. Okay? Uh I have, go see, here's what we got to understand. Every day is a fresh start. Every day is a fresh start. Not just when you were born, but every day is a fresh start. And we're in the process now of maintenance. And you know what? Maintenance never stops. So you'll be doing this until you die. Maintaining the fresh start. You like, okay, I got my fresh start, I got it. But now are you maintaining it? Are you holding on to it? Are you keeping it? And that covers a lot of areas, and we're gonna unpack that. Excuse me. We're going to unpack that little bit by little bit. Okay. Um, in order to have Mm. in order to have a fresh start as we should, okay, we have to know our opinion of ourselves. You know, we've been talking about Matthew 16, 13 through 16, where Jesus asked the question, um, who do men say that I am? He got the outside. That doesn't really matter. Because I mean, you don't really know them like that. Jesus did, but we don't. People who are out there, whatever opinion they have, okay, whatever. But then he got closer and he came in his inner circle and he said, who do you say that I am? The folk that's up close and personal with me, who do you say that I am? And because he knew his opinion of himself, he knew who he was. When Peter opened his mouth and said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God, he knew somebody in that circle understood who he was because their opinion of him matched his own opinion of him. And we left off talking about that. And that's what I want to start this week about: your opinion of yourself. Because your opinion of yourself will constitute who comes around you, who has access to you, who can just pick up the phone at any given time and you'll answer. You get what I'm saying? You will have to understand all of this. Because if you don't, you can't judge a book by its cover when you don't even know the cover. Okay? You got to know you. You have to know you. This is something that has to be done. You have to know you. And in knowing you, what are you saying about you? This is what we're going to deal with this week. What are you saying about you? Huh? What are you saying about you? Because if you don't pay attention to what you're saying about you, then you may not really know whether others are slyly, subtly saying stuff about you that you don't appreciate or you don't agree with or not. You don't know. I hope you have your mug this morning. It may not say every day is a fresh start, but I hope it says something nice. And even if it doesn't, it might just be a plain mug, and that's fine. I hope you have your favorite beverage in it and you're enjoying this time with me. Okay? Whether you're with me now or you'll be with me later, that we can have our beverage together. Your opinion of you must be front and center. It's got to be. It's got to be. And the reason why I say it has to be, because you've got to live your opinion of you. See, I lived years not knowing the opinion of myself. And if you those that were with me last week, if you remember, I talked about how everybody, we were always going by what everybody else's opinion was of us from a baby on up. You know, we come in this world, we don't know nothing. We're empty CPU. And until we're programmed, we don't know nothing. Until we are programmed, we don't know anything. Okay? We don't know nothing. Excuse me. So, as we grow, you know, we our parents, you know, we're trying to, come on, baby, open your eyes, look at mommy. You don't even know who mommy is. Look at daddy. You don't know who daddy is. But somebody is saying their mommy and somebody saying their daddy. So, and then you kind of get your eyes. Of course, these days the babies come out with the eyes wide open. You see what I'm saying? And you're told, okay, if you do something, if you smile, oh, they smile, oh, yay! Or they bounce, and you say, oh, yay! We are already training our children to be dependent on others' opinion of what we do, how we carry ourselves. And if they're happy, we know we're doing something good and right. And if they're like, where you do that for? Don't do that. We know that that's something we're not supposed to do. Well, here's the point with that. Starting off, yeah. But as you grow, especially getting into adulthood, you can't keep depending on how others feel and what others think and all this kind of thing. You can't do that. Who can't do that? You can't. You can't do that. And you can't do that because in doing that, you wind up never knowing you. You always know others' opinion of you. And that's not healthy. Well, why? because their opinion of you may not be good. So what are you going to do then? Take away how you feel, how good you feel about yourself to go along with how they feel about you? You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not how that go. Okay? That's not how that goes. Your opinion of you has to be of such that when you hear others' opinion, right away you know, that's not me. Mm-mm, that's not me. I'm sorry, that's not me. But that's my opinion of you, and you can keep it because it does not match my opinion of me. See, this is where we have to go with stuff. My opinion of me is what I have to go by. Your opinion can change. You don't believe it? Sometimes you feel like a nut. Y'all remember that commercial, Mounds? Sometimes you feel like a nut, Almond Joy, and sometimes you don't, Mounds. Okay? Mounds didn't have an almond in it. Almond Joy did. Mounds Almond Joy had the almond in it. And people change. For whatever reason, people change. And that's okay. But you have to stay consistent about you. You have to stay consistent about you. And you have to know, okay, your opinion changed. I accept that. But that doesn't change my opinion of me. It's just like I tell folk about the Bible, the holy writings. What dad, and I call God daddy. Y'all may call him God. You know, we've had this conversation. I call him daddy. He wrote what he wrote. He said what he said. And it doesn't, anything you and I think doesn't change. You do not see that Bible changing just because you and I think a different way. We don't, you don't see that. We don't see that. What you do see is the opinion that daddy had is still consistent. And that's what you have to be about yourself. We have people in our lives that have opinions about us that will make you sit down and gasp. But you'll only gasp if you don't know your opinion about yourself and live it. This is where the breakdown is. You got to live your opinion about yourself. You have to live your opinion about yourself. You have to live it. You have to live it. You cannot live the opinion of others. You have to live your opinion. Because when you really live your opinion about yourself, it comes out in everything. Your walk, your dress, everything. Everything. It comes out. It comes out. It comes out. And you have to understand that. Because if you don't, you'll live a defeated life. That abundant life that Jesus died, that daddy sent, came through big brother Jesus to die for us to have, you'll never live it. We pray you make it to heaven, but wouldn't it be sad to get to heaven and see all of the things you could have had, all of the accomplishments you could have made, but because you went by how somebody else thought about you? Oh, you can't do that. Oh, no, that ain't in you. Oh, who are you to tell me what's not me? Who are you to tell me what's not me? You get where I'm coming from? Who are you to tell me what's not me? I have to tell me what's not me. And because I know me better than you do, because I'm with me 24 hours a day, you're with me maybe twice a week, 3 times at the most. I think I reserve the right to say what is and what isn't me. And that's true. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know me about my head. You get what I'm saying? You have to understand. You have to understand this hair about to get me, y'all. Hey, you have to understand that you are the chief sheriff. You are on earth, and your creator is the chief sheriff, period, in heaven and in earth. He gets to say who you are, what you are. And he started off saying everything he made was good and very good. He made you. He said, not only is it good, but you're very good. You were made in his image. Ain't nothing about daddy bad, honey. Nothing. So if he made you in his image, guess what? Ain't nothing bad about you. Now your choices may be bad, but you as a person, not bad. You get what I'm saying? You're not bad. And that's what you got to understand. You're not bad. You're not bad at all. Okay? You have to understand that. You have to know that. Because if you don't, you're going to get to the point where you don't understand what you need to do. You're going to mess all that up. You get what I'm saying? You're going to mess all that up. So what I want you to understand is this week we're talking about how well you know your opinion of yourself. Because you wouldn't be letting folk make you an option, treat you as a convenience, devalue you, and give you bare minimum if you really know your opinion of yourself. If you really know your opinion of yourself, you don't allow people to treat you like that. I let folk treat me like that for years because I didn't pay attention to my opinion of myself. But once the light came on, and it was late, and I'll tell you why. Because I was so focused on how I thought about them and who they were and how I valued them that when it came to me, when it came to me, I didn't even pay attention to the reciprocation. Okay, I didn't pay attention to the reciprocation. If I talked this morning, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I did not. And when I look back over those years, I want to cry. Not because of what they did, but because of what I allowed them to do. Because I did not know, did not pay attention to, first of all, God's opinion of me. My daddy's opinion of me. And then I had not aligned my opinion with his opinion and lived it. You've got folk in your inner circle. Jesus had 12 disciples. Tell me how many of them you heard about constantly out of 12 disciples. Out of 12 disciples, while he was walking on this earth, you heard of 3 names consistently. Out of 12 guys, he had 12 members to his ministry. And you heard of 3 names consistently: Peter, James, and John. What made him feel good was that out of those 3, one spoke up and said, "Oh, we know who you are." And their opinion matched his. Even though at the end, Peter lied, denied him, they left him at the cross. There wasn't nobody there but his cousin John. But Jesus still knew who he was. And this is what you have to have. You have to know who you are as a person, as a being, as daddy's child. You have to know who you are. Because you can't identify if other folks really know who you are when you don't really know who you are. Meet you. Meet you. You've met all these other folks. Meet you. Right at the age that you are right now, right in the circumstances that you deal with right now, meet you. Who are you now? Who I am now is not who I was at 16, at 26, 36, 46, 56. Each season of my life brought another me. It revealed a me that I had to adjust to. Should have been a better me, but sometimes it's just a different you doing the same thing a different way. And that's what you got to get a handle on. Am I still allowing myself to be treated like an option? Am I still allowing folk to treat me like a convenience if they have time? Now you pushing back your whole schedule for them when they call. But when you call, well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You have to know your opinion of you. And you have to live it so that other people can begin to know your opinion of you. I'm living the opinion of myself now. It's sad all those years I didn't. Because nobody talked to me like I'm talking to you. Nobody wanted me to know like I want you to know. And I don't live in that land of unforgiveness or regret. I live in the land, better late than never. I finally did get it. Thank God somebody came, and it was really Daddy, because I talked to him. He's my constant companion. I talked to him. I talked to him. And he was the one that started me on the journey of meeting me. He did. He would ask me, "What are you doing?" And I'd been so used to doing it, I just went on. He said, "What are you doing?" And I'm going, um, since this thing, I can't remember what it was now. He said, "No." He said, "You remember your saying, we teach people how to treat us?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Look at what you're doing." Look. And I can't tell you that I wanted to look. I have to tell you I didn't know how to look. I'd never taken time to do that. And now I have to, and I didn't know how. But guess what? He taught me. And now I know how to look, listen, and hear. In Revelation, Daddy said, "He that hath an ear, let him hear." You need to hear what's not being said. That's speaking louder than what is being said. Let me say that again. You need to listen to what's not being said. What's not being said. To hear what's really being said. Because what's not being said is talking louder than what is being said. I had a situation just yesterday. And when the conversation was over, my spirit began to analyze what just happened. And I said, okay. Okay. They don't have to make the adjustment. I'm making it. And you know why I'm making it? Because you don't get another chance to do what you did. That's it. You don't get another chance. Because I know who I am, and because my opinion of me is in the land of priority, you won't get that opportunity again. If that means I never talk to you again, we don't ever see each other again, I don't care what the situation is, you will not do that again. And that's what we have to understand. That's what we have to understand. And so this week, yeah, I want you to be so aware of your opinion of yourself that somebody can walk towards you and you'll know, they're not coming. Mm-mm. They're not coming to honor who I am. They're not. They're not coming on who I am. And we're going to make this real short and sweet. Hi. No, I won't be able to. Listen, I got to go. And out the door. That's it. Because you're not going to entertain. We're not doing that. What does not match your opinion of you. Join me tomorrow. We're going to talk some more about that, okay? All right. I want you to take the rest of this day and I want you to walk. First, find out what is your opinion about you and is it good? Because if it's not, you need to make some corrections. And then I want you to start walking in that opinion. Okay? Walk in that opinion. So you don't have to tell nobody. They can see it and they know. All right? Join me tomorrow.